friends, welcome to Project Homestead and my messy kitchen, which we're about to clean. I'm gonna go through and just get in there and clean all this up. I'm hoping to also get in there and scrub the grout on the floor because it's looking a little gross. And then we're gonna go clean throughout the living room, and I also want to revive my carpets. We've got a lot of work to do. I'm just gonna chuck some music to this and get going on it. Let me know if you guys like this type of video. I love watching these types of videos personally, and so I like to do the types of videos I like to watch. So you guys let me know if you enjoyed it. If you do, we'll do more of them. All right, let's get into it.
Show me life, show me love, make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me life, show me love. Show me life, show me love, make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me life, show me love, this is all we got. Show me life, show me love, this is all we got. Show me love, show me love. This is all we got. Show me love. Sometimes life will push you down, make you fall onto the ground. But I know you will turn it around. Oh, this is all we got. And I know you'll make mistakes, get interference and lose your way. Find the light when it rains. All we got. Show me life, show me love, make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me life, show me love, show me life, show me love, make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me life, show me love, this is all we got. Show me life, show me love, this is all we got. Show me love. 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 Show me life. Show me love. This is all we got.
All right, as you can see, we're nice and clean right here. And then if we look right here, we're not so clean. So let's get on to that.
So your tears been running like a waterfall. Thought the stars would never let you down. And you keep on thinking you could save yourself. But that's love, that's just love. You should know some things will hurt, and you'll end up getting burned. I just hope that you will learn. That's just love, that's just love. You will get back up again, even if you don't know when. And it feels like the world is coming down on you. You have to move on, deal with your broken heart. No matter what you think, you'll never ever get enough of love.
All right, the kitchen is looking much better. Just got a couple of things. I've got my apple, which I'm snacking on. don't know why I just did that. Sorry.
Every time you feel the walls are closing in, and it seems like nothing makes it better, you should try to remember that's just how it is when it comes to love, comes to love. 'Cause you know sometimes it hurts, and you end up getting burned, but sometimes it can be beautiful.
All right, that is looking much better right here. This is a stain from like the 80s. I don't even know. An old school vintage stove. There we go, nice and clean in the kitchen. And then we've got the living room. Let's go clean that.
That's just love. You will get back up again, even if you don't know when. And it feels like the world is coming down on you. You have to move on. Deal with your broken heart. No matter what you think, you'll never ever get enough of love.
We are clean in the living room. It doesn't look great, to be honest, because I've got all these, you know, blankets here to keep the cats from scratching the hell out of my couch. But the floor is looking very shiny, very nice. And when I moved the TV down here, I was able to clean underneath there very well, and that felt phenomenal. We also cleaned up over here. The kids got bikes, so the bikes are being parked behind the couch right now. It's what you do when you have a small house. All right, now I want to get in here and I want to clean this area up right here. It's not too bad, to be honest. I mean, it's just a little bit of mess on the table.
With your broken heart, you have to move on. Deal with your broken heart. No matter what you think, you'll never ever get enough of love.
All right, now this area is clean. If you see the table, my kids did a craft project on it and painted on it. I asked them not to, but kids will be kids, I guess, and not listen all the time. So if you can see, they've gotten paint. I've got to come in here and try to get all that off. And I'm not happy about that, but it's okay. I want to redo this anyways, but that's what that is. I can't seem to get it off. Everything else is clean on the table. There's just paint, if you can see the paint. There's paint there. I have decided I want to spend a good amount of time on the rug right there, the snuffleupagus. And so I'm going to go ahead and make that a different video. I'm also going to, in that video, clean this rug because it's gross. Let me show you. So if you can see right here, it is really, really gross, and it's gonna take some definite work. So I'm gonna get this video in the next, I'm gonna get the rug in the next video because it is so bad. This spot right here where that nasty bit of a carpet is where my son, Hamish, likes to sit. And so, you know, it's just part of life. It's just part of living. And it actually, in a weird way, I find it really endearing because my son, as a grown man, is probably not gonna be such a messy eater, and it just means that he's grown and that part of his life is over when he's really little. And so I look at that and it's a reminder to me that he's little right now, that I get to enjoy him right now, still being little. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody. Whenever I see something like a fingerprint on a window, that is my absolute hands down favorite. We actually recently just cleaned these windows, but upstairs I've got spelling words from when the kids were homeschooled. And that just reminds me that they're little and they're learning. And I love it. Having said that though, I do like to keep on top of it and try to like give it a good clean here and there, but I try not to be angry about it. Like, oh, look at this really dirty carpet. Hamish made a huge mess on it. Great. Ugh. I try to look at it as like, He's little still, and as I'm scrubbing it, I'm going to be thinking about it, and I'm going to be thinking of memories of him and trying to be cleaning it in an attitude of gratitude instead of like just annoyed. Do you know what I mean? It makes the experience a lot more pleasant. I don't know if I'm just babbling or if I'm making any sense to anybody, but pretty much I'll miss the fingerprints when they're gone, those little fingerprints. I will really miss those. I don't think I'm gonna be able to give you really good footage of me deep cleaning this floor, so let's just go ahead and sweep it right now and then give you an overview of what everything looks like, and then we will scrub these floors on a different day. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll scrub the floors on a different day because I want to really get in there and like really clean them. So let's do that on the next video. We'll do that next week. We'll do the carpets and the floors, like really get in there and clean. We'll also clean around, let me show you. Next week I'll come in and clean things like that. That is so bad. And I really want to get in there and just scrub it. So for right now, let's just go ahead and sweep the floor. And then we'll come in and really get in there and scrub this weekend. And I'll be able to post that video next week. So I really just want to get in and just get the dirt gone. Like the grimy stuff, you know, like that. What I just showed you right there, I don't think that's cute. There's nothing cute about that. So we definitely want to clean that up. So let's go ahead and sweep and do an overview of everything, and then we will deep clean. We'll get in there with all of our cleaning products and make it nice and shiny. All right, friends, let's get going on the sweeping before I do run out of light. The reason it went from me sweeping to Hamish is I called him in to help me record, which is why the recording was a little shaky while I was sweeping. But then he really wanted to do the sweeping. Hamish is really lovely and he always wants to help out. So I go ahead and let him have those opportunities because service is not only a gift to others, but it's also a gift to ourselves. I just want to show you quickly right here the grout. It's pretty gross, and that's what we're going to work on, and we're going to make it very, very beautiful. And while I was down looking at the grout, I realized everything needs to be scrubbed. So whole kitchen scrubbing coming very soon. Thanks, Hamish. You're welcome. I asked him to help out to just record, and he actually wanted to help clean, so I was like, all right. So we're going to go ahead and show you guys an overview of everything. I've got actually some things out here, which it's the next day, so we're living life. You know, it just gets messy again. But what is that? That's my little devil horn again. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that up so you can have a good end of the video. I just love looking at a room after I've cleaned it. It just feels so peaceful and it feels so lovely. And then, oh, there's the floors. That took the good feels away. No, I'm just kidding. I'm still grateful. All right, I was really enjoying like showing you as I was like panning the kitchen, and then I showed you the floor and I felt really unsatisfied. Don't worry, we are going to get to this tomorrow, but for you guys it's going to be a week. I am going to scrub these floors, scrub the counter, do a huge suddy scrubble. A huge suddy scrub, like just suds everywhere is what I'm trying to say, and it's going to be glorious. So I apologize for that. That was not satisfying to the eyes. Back to what we were doing. Let's pan the living room because that might make you feel better. First, I remembered that I had some laundry to get out of the dryer, and then also I needed to put some laundry into the dryer. Sorry, the washing machine. My washing machine dryer is a combo, so it washes and dries. Don't recommend one of those, actually, if you're wondering. I do not recommend it. Unless, I don't know, maybe for some people it'd be good, but for me, I'm not a fan. And then we're going to go ahead and get to the living room. Everything has been dusted and it's not perfect, but it's a lot better and I'm happy with it. So I like that my house looks lived in. The rug there was in the kitchen. I put it in here because I was sick of getting food on it. So that's why it's in there now. Ignore my dramatic cat. She thinks that she has a hard life. Doesn't you? Do you think that you have a hard life? Do you have a very hard life? Huh? Do you have a very hard life? Yes, you do. It's hard, huh? It's hard being a kitty. It's hard. It's hard being fluffy and cute, isn't it? It's difficult. And then last we've got the kitchen table, the dining table, I should say, not kitchen table. Kids have some art projects going right here, so I decided to let them keep going with those projects. That's it for this video, guys. My house is not perfect. It is lived in, and that is what I want. You know, the moment I dropped perfectionism, like everything's gotta be perfectly clean and everything's gotta be amazingly spotless, etc., the more happiness I found. When I thought of it logically, if it was just me, it would be so clean all the time. I would have such a clean house, but I don't want that. I don't want to not have my children here. I don't want to not have my husband here. I love our little family that we've created. And so really, I love the mess because it's a constant reminder that they're here. And yeah, cleaning sometimes can make you feel tired and you don't really feel like doing it. And I'm not saying by any means that I go around cleaning the house thinking, yay, this is so joyful, like Snow White or something, birds landing on my finger and whatever. I mean, that's just not realistic, but especially in those moments where you're like, man, I'm really tired. I'm sure you can tell by my hair that I have had a full-on day. I am tired. I have done a lot of stuff. And so today, particularly on days like today, I've had a really big day and I'm tired and I don't want to do that cleaning and I don't want to do whatever, but I know I need to do it so that tomorrow isn't so chaotic for me. On the days where it's really hard and my energy is low, on those days, if I really focus on where the mess came from, I feel happy. The mess came from my children, the mess came from my husband, and yeah, I want them in my life. The mess itself, yeah, I would love to have a clean house, but like I said, I also love those fingerprints. So it's really finding a balance. Sometimes I'll go around cleaning the house and I'm in a mood where I want it spotless, right? Spotless. Other times I just want to do a quick clean. I'm not hoping for anything crazy. I just want organization, a little bit of organization, a little less chaotic. And you know, some days I want it spotless and I want to sit there by myself and look around the room and then revisit that room in an hour and and re-enjoy how clean it is. But some days I'll be cleaning and I'll be like really into it and I'll notice a fingerprint on the window and I'll leave it because it just makes me happy. It's just proof that that there's life here, that there's people, that there's a love, and that's something that is so beautiful if you stop and look at those small moments. And so, is my house perfect? No. There's like paint right here. You can see the paint on my table. And I won't lie, when I first saw that I was a little annoyed because I wanted the kids to cover up their painting and stuff. But in the big scheme of things, they're not going to be doing things like this forever, and I want to be present in my life. So it's really just being in control of my emotions and not my emotions in control of me. And trying to look at the bigger picture and enjoy things, because when we get angry about something, like for instance, the paint on the table, this night was a really beautiful dinner that we had, and had I been really angry in a bad mood because I saw this paint, we wouldn't have left that night. We wouldn't have enjoyed each other's company. It wouldn't have been such a beautiful bonding moment because I would have been stuck in my head and so annoyed and fixated on this paint. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I would have missed a really cool moment with my family. We laughed so hard that night. It was such a beautiful dinner. And so I'm grateful that though this isn't something that I don't want the paint on the table. That's not cute to me. The fingerprints, cute. Paint on the table, not as cute to me. But because I was able to switch my focus on, you know what, they're not going to be little forever, I had a beautiful night with my family. Anyways, I'll stop babbling now. I just wanted to thank you guys for coming to my video because you know how much I appreciate that. Liking, commenting, even the views, everything, I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the new comments and the new people that are coming out. I just love it, and I feel like we're building the most beautiful community here, and it makes me really happy and just so grateful. That's it for this video, friends. I will see you in the next one, which will be on Monday. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.
Show me life, show me love, make a change, time is up. We can wait for better days, but the days won't come. Show me life, show me love, show me life, show me love, make a change.